Hello, my little filmer dudes and my super sleuths, and thank you for joining me on my journey to watch and to discover what happened in DTF St. Louis. What the f is going on? There's too many clues. Way too many clues, and that's not a bad thing because they keep us guessing. Now, I am a little worried that the resolution for this isn't going to be as satisfying as we hope it's going to be. I'm crossing my fingers because if this show gives us the, we're going to leave it up to you to discover or to figure out or to have a headcanon as to what is going on, then I will be thoroughly upset because I don't like when things waste my time in such a way. Namely, She-Hulk. That finale, oof. But it's fine. This is the penultimate episode and not the finale. This is before the finale, and so we are going to lock in onto one suspect, as we usually do with these type of videos. I mean, we don't know if this is a murder mystery. This is something. But I think I am gonna lock in onto one person, but I want to present a few new theories, I guess, as to what could have happened, and that's what we're going to do today. So episode 6 clues and suspects. So number 1, beware Clark Forrest. Did anybody else notice that beware bit is the exact thing that Clark is doing in the opening credits? And I always thought that what Clark was doing in that was a little odd. I had interpreted it as that's like his little exercise routine that he does right before going on to being a weatherman. Plus, it just seems like something a haughty weatherman would do. But no, that's his mental breakdown. So what if this beware moment is a foreshadowing that Clark is the one who pushes Clark, causing Clark to have a heart attack from too much emphysine, thus making Clark the one to have done it? Because it's like the final thing he does is a push. So, and the way that Clark has fallen is like he's fallen. I don't know, but I just think that this has to be for something, because I mean, after all, Clark has access to the Tiger profile, so he could have easily been like, LOL, change my mind, I'll see you right there, just to get Floyd there, and then maybe Clark professes his love to Floyd, or confesses that both Modern Love and Tiger were fake and paid by Clark this whole time. I don't know, man, but Clark, I have my eyes on you. Secondly, I've decided to cheat on my wife, Eimy Forrest. So, Eimy didn't know about the Smirnitches, and we were all wondering, did she know, did she not know? And it seemed like she didn't know, but at the same time, it seemed like she did know. Turns out she was not involved in the trio, in the foursome, that was not a foursome, but it was a threesome. She was not involved. Can you imagine being left out in such a way? Humiliating, heartbreaking. My FOMO, done be triggered. But you know, Eimy seemed to have known something. She didn't seem devastated or shocked. She seemed devastated, but not shocked. I said in an earlier episode that Eimy could have taken out Floyd to punish to punish all three of them, Floyd with death, and Clark with framing him with Floyd's death, and Carol leaving her with nobody left to love. Again, incredibly freaking dark. I mean, this whole second bike ordeal could be a red herring. Eimy has access to that first bike. She easily could have used the second bike instead of her own bike anyway. I'm just saying, Eimy. Third, Floyd swings always. Now, this was not really much of a theory, other than I just really wanted to mention this because I cannot recall for the life of me if I included this bit in one of my earlier videos, and I don't think I did. I think I took it out because I didn't want to offend anybody, because not fully knowledgeable in this, but I fully believed from a very early point in this show that Floyd was actually pansexual, demisexual, but pansexual, because Floyd is all about the connections with people, and I suspected this was at the time when we thought that Floyd could have been gay or bisexual, but I thought he could have been pansexual because he kept talking about connection. It's about the connection, the individual, not what they have. And even in this episode, Clark is starting to think about the other stuff. Did I say Clark? Floyd is. And I think Clark is too, and which is why Clark is so abrasive in this episode about all that. Like I said, it's not really a theory, it's just something I wanted to mention because my gaydar is like 99% accurate. It's insanity, to the point where I will read books. I can't even look at them, but I'll read books and be like, yep, they gay. Haunting of Hill House, clocked so fast. And I am usually correct. So all I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Figer, fake tiger. Who is this guy? On the apps, DL is prevalent. There's a ton of DL straight dudes out there. It's like Starbucks, there's one on every single corner, sometimes two. Either way, Figer, who that's how we're gonna be calling him from now on. Figer is a walking red flag. Unfortunately though, he is my type, so I do have a little bit of a tiny crush on Chris Perfetti. I see you, Jacob Hill. So honestly, I'd be like, okay, send location, as if I have a guard dog or friends. I don't even have a pet rock. Anyway, could Figer have met up with Modern Love and Modern Love have told Figer about Floyd and their encounter and maybe warned him that Floyd's not really into it? Possibly, anything could have happened. Figer also looks like a dickhead, so. But could Figer have changed his mind and gone to the meeting anyway? I don't think so. Still, he is here as a suspect, but I don't think he's the one. And then, too much amphazine. This is basically the whole, could Floyd have done it himself either as an accident or on purpose? If it were an accident, the only way that it could be is that if he were to take too much because he thought he was meeting up with Tiger, so he wanted to make sure he's actually full on, and to prove himself because he got nixed earlier. So he's gonna take more so that he can prove himself, you see? Or did he do the deed himself on purpose? Because he was rejected by his wife. He was rejected by Figer. He's financially unstable. What is left for this man? So what if Floyd simply had enough? What if he said, fuck it, I'll never be good as my prime, might as well, bottoms up. And with the life insurance, he easily could have left Carol and Richard financially stable, finally providing for his family like he's always wanted. That is not a way to provide for your family, by the way. So did Floyd take too much amphazine intentionally, or was it an accident? That's what we're gonna find out next episode. And finally, we are locking in on this individual. You've heard me say it every single freaking week. Richard. I don't know what his last name is technically, but is it Love? Is it Richard Love? It could be Richard Love Smirnitch. Point is, it's Richard. And here are some 2 clues in this episode that points the finger, the arm, the giant neon sign to Richard. Richard thinks that Clark has a cool bike, and Richard is interested in the bike. Like I said in an earlier video, anybody can ride this bike, anyone of any age, and honestly, when you look at those images, it really does seem like it's Richard, and like, it looks like Richard. And the second thing, Carol picked up the bike for her son. So what if Richard is starting to use the bike as well because he thinks it's cool that Clark has a bike like this, his mom has a bike like this, his dad has a bike like this, he wants a bike like this. So they give him the second bike to use because, you know, it's the family Smirnitch's bike. So I genuinely think it's Richard. Accident or not, I've already said my theories in a different video, so you can check those out. I think it's episode 4 when I have it fully complete. Changed my mind, but that's who we're locking in. We're gonna find out this Sunday. I'm so excited. Let me know in the comments below what you think. That's it. Just let me know in the comments what you think. I'm so excited. My social media links are in the description below, and I will see you next time. You've just been Montified.